And guess what? It's past 6:25.
Guess what, though? We just started. Welcome, one and all. The infamous G Money Talking Kicks chat is back, episode 7. We have 4 wonderful guests who are the usual regulars to the program, if you want to call it that. So I'm going to introduce all of them. I just like to say it beforehand because I was told to say this by. Why am I hearing a double? I was hearing like my voice in my ears. I was like, I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I'm going to introduce everyone before I get into who everyone is here. I just want to say there will be a lot of strong language in this chat. So if you are offended by that, as one person told me, I apologize beforehand for the strong language. That said, let's get into everyone who's here. Again, 4 great guests. A couple more might be coming in and out later on. So first up, we have my man, Joe Rodriguez. What is up, Joe?
Hey, how's it going? Thanks for having me.
No problem, man. No problem. Next to him, we have the other Joe, the big brother, hashtag Asian Mob, Joe Evans. Asian Joe, what's up, my brother?
I'm welcome. Thanks for having me. Thanks for doing this again. It's been a while.
It's been a long time. It's been too long. It's been too long, man. School's been kicking my ass, but you know what? Had to do it for Super Bowl weekend. We're bringing out the big guns, baby. So, speaking of big guns, we got a super VIP. He's been in hiding, but we were able to get him out of hiding to do this chat. Give a round of applause for whatever his name is now. I used to know him as Kicks Are Us, Mr. Payne from Oregon State University.
Hey.
And that is a terrible introduction. We will be asking him the first question of the night, however, which was asked by the wonderful Double Down. Before we get to the question, we also have to introduce my man, Sneaker Stork, the last guy, my TCU brother. What is up?
What's going on? It's been a while. Glad to be back here.
It's been a while, but not really because I see you all the time. But
yeah, but the other guys.
The other guys we don't see enough. We don't see them enough.
Yeah.
So it's good to have everybody here. Good to have everyone. But as I said, the first question of the night has to be asked to Peyton, which was asked by our good friend Double Down, a.k.a. James, who very sadly could not be here tonight.
But why can't he leave comments but not be here?
He is currently working, and we sadly miss James because he is such a great asset to the channel. But question number 1 by him is Peyton's avatar on Twitter a picture of him after he lost a bet and all of his friends got to ejaculate semen on him. Peyton, would you please explain your Twitter avatar picture to the crowd?
Well, see, thing is, I got bored, went onto Google, and typed in, like, weird selfies or something like that. I'm like, I'll pick that one.
So to answer James's question, yes, that is what happens. Focus on Joe right now. Yeah, I'm not sure what that was, Peyton. I've been very confused by that Twitter handle. So thank you for clearing it up and did saying that you did lose a soggy waffle challenge. Moving on, though, from that, we're actually going to get into the portion of the show that really matters. If you haven't seen it before, we usually talk about sneakers and sports and stuff. And this being Super Bowl weekend, first, we have to get into who y'all have got for the big game tomorrow. The game that I have to, unfortunately, be studying through because I have a test on Monday because my teachers are un-American. But that said, Joe Rodriguez, who you got tomorrow, Patriots or Seahawks, and why?
Well, considering I have a Tom Brady jersey 5 feet away from me, I'm going with the Patriots.
That's a terrible choice, and Tom Brady is not a national hero as much as you people want him to be. But, Joe Evans, what do you think? Who's going to win tomorrow?
I don't care. I don't care about any team.
That's just un-American, sir.
No, I'll watch a game. Yeah, I'm still American and I still have balls, but I don't care who wins.
Are we deflated?
Oh, that's topical. Good job.
We can discuss that too, but that'll be a big argument. So we're not going to talk about it. But Payne, who you got tomorrow? You're up in Oregon. You're kind of close to Seattle.
I think it's going to be a draw. No one's going to win. I don't want either team to win. I really don't like either of them. So if I had to pick one, Patriots.
I think you're wrong, but I don't like the Patriots. If that tells anyone else who I'm picking Seattle. Stork, please side with me. Seattle. You got Seattle winning this game, right?
I got Seattle. Yeah, anything to piss off my Boston friends.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You are from Boston.
Yeah.
You can't be rooting against your team. You can't be rooting against Tom Brady.
That's not my team. But no, I actually like the Seahawks, so we'll see how we do.
Yeah, I've got the Seahawks winning tomorrow. I think it's going to be a good game. You know who the real winner's going to be? The fans. The fans are going to be the real winner of that game.
Kill yourself.
I have no idea what that was. Apparently, a Yeti is also in this chat. That's a first for a sneaker chat. A Yeti appearing. We've got.
Connor actually went on a set of a porn's shoot.
Payne's setting up for his new avatar picture. Okay, I see. Anyway, Jesus Christ, what's going on? Anyway, usually I also like to start our chats by doing the always good question of has anybody picked up anything lately? For those who know me, Bait came out with a shoe this weekend, the Adidas EQT Guidance 93. I picked that up, of course, because I pick up everything Bait related. So, yeah. Joe Rodriguez, have you picked up any shoes lately?
I got a GoPro the other day, and I also got the Air Max 90 Ice ones that came out last year, but I got them for a steep, so that was good.
Air Max 90 Ices that was actually a good pack. That was a solid pack. That was a really solid pack. Big Joe Evans, you pick up anything lately?
Oh, you want to talk what sneaker wise?
Sneaker wise, whatever wise. What have you picked up other than food?
I have a Fitbit.
Burpees?
No, I already have that one. I have those weird Nike Air Max Tavas or Tavis that no one can pronounce that everyone seems to kind of hate.
Really? I like those ones. I love those ones. They're cool.
And I think I ordered the Back to the Future prop shoe. I got that coming.
I was debating on that too.
So those should be here Monday.
That was a good shoe. That's a good shoe.
Yeah,
Saved
that's right.
$1,000.
I have that. I have that website on my browser right now. I'm debating.
As always, for those who don't know, this is a typical Payne thing to do in the chat. To add shoes to cart, but not actually go through the process of buying the shoe. He just likes to add the shoe to cart to make it feel better in the inside. So,
Also, if somebody else wants it, he does too.
Exactly.
Then he sells it 6 months later.
Hype beast extraordinaire Payne. Excuse me. So, Payne, have you picked up anything? Other than the Air Max shoes that are currently in your cart, but you can't decide if you want to pick them up.
Actually, they're not in my cart, so.
They're bound to be in your cart.
I kind of want to go back and pick up some shoes that I missed out on. None of the new releases coming up really attract me. So I have some old releases.
Hold that thought there, because that's the next question I was about to ask. Stop looking at my list of questions, Payton. Stop reading my mind. Stop getting in my head.
Okay, I haven't picked up any shoes. I got a pair of Tech Fleece pants from the outlets, like $55 or something like that.
How much do they usually run? Like $200 or something?
No, they're like $100. So it's almost like employee store. I was kind of surprised.
Well, that's a good pickup then. That's a really good pickup.
Yeah.
Stork, you pick up anything lately?
No. Not really. Tubulars were the last thing. That was back in November, though.
He ran out of his easy money.
Yeah, it's all gone. That's long gone.
Arguably the greatest. Actually, that was a question asked, so I'll ask it now. Again, I picked up the Bait Amlin Tai Chis last weekend, and I picked up the EQTs this weekend. So really happy about that. But that was actually a question asked in our chat. What was the biggest come up that we've ever had? And for me, I'm not sure if I've really had one, to be honest, that I can like pull off the top of my head. Maybe the wider dunks that I got for $100. That was the biggest come up. But Alex, aka Sneaker Stork, I mean, the biggest come up ever for you has to be the Yeezy 2 Octobers, right?
Probably that, or a pair of like UGG slippers from the outlet. They were like 20. Yeah, no, Yeezys for sure.
I was like, did he just like totally go in a whole different direction? I was gonna be like, whoa.
No, those had me set for a while, so that was definitely a good come up for anything.
I was gonna say, let me check, but I think we're coming up on a year anniversary of the infamous Sneaker Stork Times G Money couch chat.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, don't.
If you haven't seen it, please do. I'm not sure what shorts Alex was wearing because I don't look at men that way, but. If you rewatch the video, you notice that Alex has very short shorts on.
They're not short. It was just how I was sitting. They pulled themselves up.
You see how much he's defending himself, people? That means you should definitely go and watch that.
I thought I'd give the people a little show a little thigh.
Oh. So I guess I did get a pair of shoes. I got them for Christmas.
And those were?
I got a pair of the Flyknit Chukkas.
Oh, how are those?
Oh, they're nice actually. I've never had. I have the Kobe 9 Flyknits, which aren't really Flyknit, so they're actually really nice. Pretty comfortable.
Yeah, I thought about picking those up a few times. I was always wondering.
They were on sale at like $70 or something like that. So.
Yeah, that's a good shoe. Joe Rodriguez, have you ever had a big come up in your young days of being a sneakerhead?
I got those the ice packs for $50 at the outlet, compared to $150 for retail. So
that's a good pickup then. Joe, the wise one of the group, the experienced veteran here. Have you ever had a big come up that you can ever remember?
How do you define it? Like, how do you define a big come up?
I would say that's like
all.
I hate you, Peyton. But a shoe that like you were able to pick up. Maybe like get a sale on or steal, or a shoe that you had you didn't expect to be able to pick up, but were able to pick up for maybe retail.
Well, that'd be like any online release from years ago. But I'll go with the Fila 96 Hamptons that I got for like $20.
Mm-hmm. That's I forgot about that. Those are
$20, 1 day free shipping. I mean, I think they retail for what, 90? So
yeah, I think they were like 90 or $100. Those are some, and those ones are just clean. Those are just clean. Whew. All white with that gum outsole. Sold. Done. Got them. Gum outsoles, man. My weakness.
And then.
And what?
And Alice in short shorts.
Oh, you know me.
That's why you hasn't stopped talking about him since the day I wore him.
No.
That's why he moved off campus.
I have a restraining order.
I think those shorts had a restraining order on your legs.
See, here's the problem though. Because he's off campus, he doesn't get to see Lori and the other people in the mailroom who still see me all the time, and they love me. I am a celebrity in the mailroom.
Lori's my girl.
I had a
Lori
person call
is.
me out the other day in the mailroom. True story. Because I go into the mailroom, and you have to show your ID and prove that you're you, and then you have to do all this signing stuff. And then I come in there, they're like, "Oh, hey, Connor, just sign there." And I just signed. And the person's like, "Why doesn't he have to like pull his ID?" They're like, "He's here every week picking up shoes. We know him by now."
From Bait.
Not always, just mostly. Just most of the time. But, Payne, same question to you. Have you ever had a big come up or pick up?
Nope. All of the shoes I own are all owned, have all
Sorry, I
been
had a cough.
have all been owned by me. Like, I've never bought them. I don't know. No, so no.
No. And see, kids, that's what happens when you only buy shoes that are hyped. You never have a good come-up story. True fact.
Unless you sell them.
That means you're going to sell them for more money. That's ridiculous.
So money's money.
Salute to you, Joe. Salute to you. But,
I found those Fila 96s, the gum ones, for $20.
The white ones.
Yeah, on Sears.
That's where I bought them.
Joe, isn't that where you actually got them from?
Yeah, Sears. Sears.
I was gonna say that's a weird place to find shoes, and that's actually a good question. What's the weirdest place you've like found a shoe that you actually want? Like the weirdest place that you, or maybe the weirdest place you've gone into a store and gone, oh my god, I can't believe that shoe's there. I think for a lot of people that would be like Ross or Marshalls. Because I was in Ross the other day, and they had the one of the Matumbos there, and I was like, this shoe is great. It, like the TCU colorway Matumbos, and I was like, I have got to get this shoe, but I didn't.
Did you buy them?
That money up here.
They weren't from Bait, so.
Not every shoe I have is from Bait. I have some Vans and some Nike SBs, and you can't get those at Bait, so. Haters gonna hate. But Joe Rod, you ever find like a shoe you like at like a really weird place or something?
Have you guys ever heard of Gabe's? It's like Marshalls or Ross.
I've never heard of that store.
Well, that's where I found the Air Maxes. I just went in there because it just opened up, and I was like, oh snap.
I think this whole chat is literally going to be Joe Rodriguez talking about his Air Max 90 Ice Max. No problem with that, but I think that we're going to have at least 3 more references, and if we do, I will chug a beer on camera. But it has to be organic, Joe.
How about you guys play a drinking game? Every time I mention them, take a shot.
Because by the end of this chat, I'm going to be on the floor, and you're not even going to be seeing me on camera. You're just going to hear my voice, my disembodied voice, if that would happen. Asian Joe, where's the craziest place you found sneakers besides Sears? Like a weird place you were like, huh?
Costco.
I don't know. Like, there's some weird places I'll go and buy shoes from. Like, you know, you have your, like I've bought shoes at Kmart before just for the hell of it. I don't know if there's any, I can't think of any place we haven't talked about yet.
I bought shoes at Walmart. I bought fake Roshis at Walmart a couple of weeks back.
Yeah.
By the way, Joe, I'm going to say this right now, and I cannot believe I'm saying this on camera and admitting this. I wear these Zoshos when I'm home because they're not at school with me because I didn't have room to bring it back in my bag. I wear the Zoshos when I'm at home more than any other shoe in my collection. They are one of the most comfy shoes I've ever had. And I'm
because of the love.
I actually wear them. I'm going to wear them into the literal ground until they are dead.
Good for you.
Despite the fact that they're a half size too big because freaking lugs can't get their shipments right. But getting off track. Yeah, Payne, where's the weirdest place you've like seen a shoe you want?
The internet.
I forgot. Payne only shops at Nike.com, Kith.com, and basically that's it. Maybe Extra Butter if they have a collab coming out. But only if it's an ASICS collab.
There's nothing like around here to go buy sneakers.
Well, you can find weird websites on the internet that have like a sneaker. You're like, the fuck? Where's that? How did that get there?
Well, okay, so I guess there's like this isn't super weird, but over winter break I was back home, and I was out at this mall, and there's like some random skate shop there that I've never ever heard about. So I went in there, and they had like those salt stain, the SBs, and so they kind of shocked me because I was kind of surprised this is I don't know. It was kind of like a Zoomies type store, and so when they had those, I was kind of really surprised.
Yeah, the salt stain dunks that's one of my favorite SBs, and we'll get into the SBs because that question was also asked.
Oh, and they also had, those dunks that you just got?
Yeah.
Which one? Here, the orange ones.
The high top, the Acapulco Golds?
Yeah.
Yeah. They had those in the shop?
Mm-hmm. It was weird.
Even my local skate shop didn't have those. I was very disappointed because they wouldn't give them to me for like half off. But shout out to Premier for having them still on sale right now on their site, and I think having a full size run still on their site.
Add them to cart real quick.
But no, seriously, shout out Premier.com is one of my favorite sites, and I'll ask you in a second what everyone else's favorite sites are, so we can get into it. Because I think that's a really cool thing that everyone has their own like favorite sites. And no, Bait.com is not my favorite site.
Pick your shoes. It's pick your shoes, isn't it?
God damn it, Joe! God damn it! You got me. But Stork, any weird places you found shoes that you were like, holy crap, that's here? This is the shit.
Nah, the weirdest thing, I got my Grape 5s from Dick's when they first came out. Dick's.
Online or in store?
Yeah, online. And like that was like the first time I've seen like a retro at Dick's. Like now they pop up every now and then, but that was weird for me. Not that weird.
Sporting goods. Still, the greatest buyout in history. Dick's buying chick sporting goods. Best buyout ever. Chicks turned into Dick's, man. Like, what?
Another Saturday night for you. Another Saturday night from G-Money.
Not really, because hashtag Furfula. But that said,
you can't just score a lady boy. Come on, G-Money.
No, I got thrown to the curb like last week, man, by a girl. So, real sad note in a usually happy chat, but back on top. Holy crap! The Acapulco Golds are now $70 on Premier.com. Yo. Check out Premier.com if you want the Acapulco Golds or disposable dunks, because you can buy both of them right now for 60%, $130. That's $20 less than I pay. So go check it out for anyone who wants. That said, as Joe said, PickYourShoes.com is my favorite site of all time. I shop on there constantly and buy a lot of things. Mr. Bucket Hat, what's your favorite sneaker site to shop on? Also, I shop on Premier.com, which is the best site for Nike SBs online. And Mr. Bucket Hat means Joe Rodriguez, because he's now gone to a bucket hat instead of the beanie.
It got hot.
Oh, I bet it did.
Well, considering I don't have large amounts of cash most of the time, or any time really.
I like my sneakerhead.
I like Kixify.
Mm-hmm.
Kixify's a great secondhand site. That's a great secondhand site. Would you say Kixify or what's the other secondhand site I'm always on?
eBay.
Oh yeah, I guess I'll go eBay. Would you go Kick? No, because I go on another one. I can't remember.
That's list.
Would you go Kixify or eBay? If you have to
Have you
choose.
guys heard of Kicks on a Budget, like where they have the budget letter thing?
I've never heard of it, sorry.
It's like you pay $10, I think, a month, and then they give you access. Like they have restocks every 2 weeks, and the prices are like crazy low, but you pay $10 for the subscription, and then they'll have like one size of a certain shoe, and sometimes it's DS like here.
Oh, it's like a VNDS 23 kind of.
A little bit like that. That's what it sounds like. So I'll have to check it out. Holy crap! The Warmth SB Stefan Chernowski's are $45 on Premiere. Oh my
Connor,
god.
Connor,
Oh.
on Premiere, you can buy
Yeah.
Brooks Chariot for $29.
What? No.
Yes, sir.
What? Oh, but they have my Vanguards for $29 as well. Oh, that's so difficult to choose. Anyway, Joe, Asian Joe, what's your favorite like sneaker shop site to go on to like shop or just look around for product?
Probably, I'll probably just justify eBay, just kind of price compare, and then, I don't know, I guess, I don't buy a whole lot even off those sites, so, I do like Premiere a lot, because I like their stickers and their little personal note and all that crap. They
I
do
love
great
it.
packaging
They do. They
when
do.
they ship. I'm trying to think of the other roads out there that, those are probably the main ones I can think of.
Well, I mean, you have your like big.
And I'll say High Rack if you're watching High Rack.
If Rack is watching Heartsies, Rack the God. But Payne, do you have any favorite sites that you like? Because I have to think. I think a lot of us, especially if you like SBs, I think Premiere is just like a site you check out every day because it's that good of a site, in my opinion.
Well, I've never really scrolled through Premiere until right now, but I like just kind of
Because
cruising
it doesn't
eBay.
have any hype shoes.
I like cruising eBay, or Kixify, especially since I'm looking for some older shoes.
Or Fight Club.
No, not rich.
We don't got money
Um,
for Flight Club.
I got a steal on Fight Club. I got New Balances for 45.
What's New Balance?
The Yacht Club pack.
Oh, those were some good ones. That was actually a good pack. That was a really good pack. Good steal. That's shocking. A steal from Fight Club? This is the first in the history of sneakers.
Does Premiere get like almost every SB release?
Yes.
Hmm.
And a new site to list.
I like those Dazzle SBs,
That's awesome.
like that with those weird prints, like that weird kind
Oh,
of
the
like,
Dazzle Camel ones?
yeah, I like those.
True story, actually, about the Dazzle Camel SBs. Me and my best friend Tyler were the ones who actually broke the news of the Dazzle Camel SBs.
They
So,
have them
like-
on Premiere. What? Sorry.
No. We were in stores that nobody had put out a story or anything about them, and me and my best friend Tyler were at our local skate shop the day that they put them out on like display, and so we like posted a bunch of photos, and my buddy Tyler posted a bunch of photos, and they actually got picked up on like the bigger sites to use like what's this new SB, and we were the ones who named it the Dazzle Camos because everyone else called them the concept cars at first. So true story. Trendsetter.
They have them for $90 on Concepts.
I only buy collapseandconcepts.com. Thank you.
I mean, sorry, Premiere.
Oh shit, maybe I'll have to get one from there. Sneaker store. What's your favorite site to shop on? Concepts.
Nike.com.
Oh, boo.
On like release days, I usually have the most luck finish line. Otherwise, I don't know. I don't really buy much off other sites. If I'm gonna buy something that's not like a major release, I'm usually in store for it.
Yeah, I like buying in store. What do you guys think? Would you rather buy in store or would you rather buy? Okay, would you rather buy in store, not guaranteed you'll get a pair, or online guaranteed you'll get a pair? Joe Rodriguez, what do you think?
Well, considering I can't drive, I probably have to go with the online. But I think it'd be cool, like, connecting with people out there, like, at the location.
That's actually a good reason. If you can't drive, I think that would definitely be a hindrance as to you getting them in store. Joe, what do you think? Would you rather buy in store not guaranteed or online guaranteed?
Me?
Yeah.
Let's see. What are the options? In store not guaranteed.
Online guaranteed.
I'll buy everything online. I'm just tired of doing the whole in-store thing. So.
Joe, come on, man. Where's
That's my clarity.
Going in store and standing online and waiting.
No. I'm a man of a certain age. I don't have time for that.
As the great Danny Glover said in Lethal Weapon, I'm getting too old for this shit, is Joe's.
Mm-hmm.
Joe's his motto. Payne, we already know, so I'm going to skip over you online. For you.
Okay, wait, I had a legitimate response, but...
Okay, I was just messing with you, but please, go ahead.
So, like, personally, right now, I can't go in store because there's no stores around me, so I have to go online. But I think it depends on the shoe. Like, from the point of your question, it depends on the shoe. Like, if it's a shoe you really want, obviously you're going to go online so you can guarantee the pair. But, like, if it's a shoe you're kind of so-so on, it'd be better if you could go in the store, see it in hand, like, oh, this is actually nice, or, oh, this is really ugly, I don't want it. And when you're in store, you can make connections with people, and so, like, they can kind of help you out for future. Talk to some, like, Nike rep, like, oh, hey, can you help me out on the next release? Like, it doesn't work that way.
That's a good point. Oh my God, Payne made a coherent point. It made the most sense in this argument. What the fuck is going on? Sneaker Store, please bring the bar back down into the realm of simple people.
Could you ask the question one more time?
Good job. Bringing it back to simple people.
There you go.
Would you rather buy a shoe in store without being guaranteed to get a pair, or online, you're guaranteed to get it?
Yeah, well, I mean, it really depends on what it is. Like, if it's like a bigger release that I know I'm gonna like, I'd much rather have it guaranteed. But like other shoes, like I've been getting into other stuff now, and I'd rather go in the store and see kind of how it feels. Cause like I've bought a lot of stuff online before, and then I get it and I don't like it, and then I just have to like take it back or sell it. Yeah, but.
That's
That's
actually a really good question. And that was a question I wanted to ask everybody. That's actually one of the three questions I had written down. The first one that I'm asking that I actually wrote down. But this being the year 2015, we're still very young into the year. Tomorrow is the start of February. Happy birthday to my dad. His birthday's on Monday, so shouts out to him. But are there any new brands that you want to check out in this new year of 2015? Joe Rodriguez, I'll start with you.
I don't know, really, honestly.
You're not going to check out some. You're not going to check out some Sauconys.
Oh, I thought you meant like clothing wise. Yeah, I want to get some Sauconys and more expand like New Balances. I like the quality on those.
By clothing lines, the only clothing line anyone should be checking out is the Big Logo. I like how he answers that before I even finish my sentence. Bro, I could have said Supreme, bro. Or some Billionaire Boys Club. Asian Joe, what about you? Are there any clothing lines you want to... I mean, not clothing lines. Like sneak... Or clothing lines, actually. Any, like, new brands that you want to check out in the year 2015 that maybe you haven't tried before?
Not really. I'm going to try to cut back like everyone else.
See, y'all are lame. Cutting back... No, I actually agree with cutting back. I'm only giving big collabs probably this year. So...
How does that differ from any other year?
Yeah.
It means I'm not picking up concepts in Nike SB collabs as well.
Let's see how that works out.
See, everyone can see. We haven't gotten to the big months when every brand's releasing like the most badass shoe of 2015, and y'all gonna crumble
Like
under that pressure.
October 24th or something like that.
What's October 24th?
October 23rd? 26th?
I don't know what's coming out on the day you're saying, so you might as well just say what shoe.
Was that the mags? That's November.
Oh,
isn't it?
October 25th then.
25th. Oh, so close.
And I'm going to ask that question actually after this one, what everyone's looking forward to this year. But, Payne, any brands you want to expand to? No, unless they're hype.
Well, I would like to expand to Jordan brand because I do not have any Jordans. I kind of want to pick. I kind of want to look. I was looking at like the playoff 12s. Those look really clean. Picking up a pair of those, and the prices on those aren't too bad. So, yeah.
For those wondering, the reason why Payne doesn't have any Jordans is because he puts them in cart, and by the time he just figures out whether or not he wants to buy them, they're already sold out. So that's what happens. But Alex, any brands that you want to check out in this new year?
We just like Supreme, Balenciaga.
So basically, brands you can't afford and are most hyped.
No,
Okay, little people, like I see you. I see you.
I'm pretty much happy with where I am, I guess. I like the stuff I have. I probably won't want to expand anymore. Happy with Adidas. Adidas is killing it for me lately.
Yeah, Adidas has been going hard really lately.
Yeah.
Especially with like the new ZX Fluxes. They finally settled their lawsuit, I think, to be able to use the Prime Knit. We're 1 month into the year. As always, Nike and Jordan are going to dominate this year. That said, Joe Rodriguez, what brand do you think is going to have the biggest impact this year, other than Nike or Jordan?
Oh, I don't think Nike or Jordan will have the biggest impact at all. I
Really?
think Adidas with just all the clean and simple colorways. Like, did you guys see the red, like the Yeezy of the Red October SL Loops that came out?
Yeah, Hez got a pair, right?
Yeah, and then for the price though, under $100 for that quality, I mean, it's a no-brainer.
That's a good point. That is a good point. Good point. My man, Agent Joe Evans. What about you? What do you think? Any brands other than maybe? You know what? I'll actually eliminate Adidas as well because I think Adidas. I think unanimously we can all agree that Adidas is probably going to have the second biggest year out of Nike and Jordan brand. Correct?
Yeah.
I think that's a unanimous decision. Out of those three, I mean, excluding those three, who do you think might have the biggest year? Like, what brand do you see, like, doing a lean meat last year, just coming out of nowhere and taking us by surprise?
From what I can, yeah, maybe Brand Black. So they're kind of like
Ooh.
the Li Ning of this year, because they're really kind of getting that momentum going with some of their performance models from all the reviews you hear and all the articles you've read about them. So maybe Brand Black.
That's actually, I wasn't even thinking of Brand Black. Yeah, I think they're going to have a huge year. Huge year.
I don't want to say huge, but I can see them doing kind of similar to how Li Ning built up. So
I would actually say it's going to be huge. I think with Jamal Crawford playing the way he is, Clippers making the playoffs probably again. I think Brand Black's going to see an explosion. Because they keep selling out on sites. Brand Black is selling out, which is insane, even say. But Payne, what about you? I know you don't know any other brands other than Jordan, Asics, Nike, and Adidas, but
I don't own any Adidas.
good job. Way to stay on top of things. I was about to say something real vicious right there, and I'm glad I didn't. Sorg, what about you? Any brands you see coming out of nowhere for 2015?
Not really. I think Adidas is going to trump Nike this year. I think they're going to be
bold
better.
prediction.
Yeah. Well, I just see like the Kobe 9. I don't like.
I mean,
I don't
10.
think
It's called the 10.
or Kobe 10, whatever. It didn't seem like too many people are on that. The 12, LeBron 12 has kind of not been doing well. I think the only thing that's going to save Nike this year is Jordan's remastered stuff. But
In the
I mean,
Max.
Adidas has the Yeezy coming out still. They got all kinds of stuff.
Well, what do you mean by when you say Trump? Are you talking about monetarily, or are you talking about just popularity? Because
Probably
there's no way they can keep
popularity.
sales.
Yeah, probably.
But then,
popularity.
in that aspect, then are they capturing a small niche between the whole sneaker fans and sneaker enthusiasts who like them? Because I don't know outside of the whole people who are into sneakers if they'll really care much about the Yeezys and the whatever else Adidas does, the Pure Boost and the Ultra Boost.
Yeah. Well, I think the Lillards, they're really. I mean, they're cheap and they're a nice looking shoe.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they'll get a big basketball fan base there. But I don't know. Nike's probably still gonna have the monetary part of it for sure. But I don't know.
Let me ask you a follow-up then. With the Lillard shoe and those, how would you compare to like the sales of Steph Curry's Under Armour shoe?
If I could jump in here, I think that the Lillard shoe will actually sell better than the Steph Curry shoe.
Yeah.
As despite the fact it might not be a better basketball shoe, I think I think the 3 stripes will sell that shoe easier than Under Armour will be able to sell their shoe. Despite the fact that Curry is I think a top 5 player in the NBA right now, if not the top player, because he is playing out of his mind. I think they're going to be able to sell the Lillard shoe easier than they would a Curry shoe, especially because Lillard, even though that Lillard's not an all-star, I think they'll still be able to sell that shoe.
How much are the Currys?
What?
How much are the Currys?
I think they're around the same price point as.
Around the same price? Okay.
Yeah, I think they're the same price point. But there's no way Adidas is going to win monetarily. And I think that for the purpose of this question, when we're talking about popularity, we have to preface anything by saying that the majority of people, they don't give a shit about what we're talking about here. They really don't. Let's just be honest. We are the 1% that gives a shit about what shoes coming out and what colorway. Everyone else is just like, just give me a pair of like sneakers to wear on my feet that feel comfortable. That's all I care about. But so I think Adidas, though, in popularity in terms of like our community, they're going to have a ridiculous impact. Pending the lawsuit by Nike. That's what it's going to come down to. If Nike is able to kick Adidas' ass with that lawsuit, wow, we're going to see it's going to be craziness, people. Craziness. because I don't know if anyone else has seen what Nike is alleging that the three guys did before signing with Adidas. But holy crap, this is some Watergate scandal shit. Like, no joke. Like, going to like a computer technician and like getting all of their hardware like saved on external drives and then erasing all their hardware off of their other computers. It was like some like real like shady stuff they did. Like, that was some craziness. But we mentioned the Kobe 10. I think everyone here's probably seen the picture of the Kobe 10. Joe Rodriguez, I know you've probably seen it. What do you think about the Kobe 10? Joe Rodriguez wearing his third hat of the night, by the way.
It's a piece of shit.
Would you care to elaborate?
It's not even gonna matter. I mean, Kobe. First of all, who thinks Kobe's done?
Anyone who says Kobe's done will be kicked out of this chat.
Okay.
Kobe is not done. Kobe will keep playing. Go Lakers. Woo! Where's my Laker beanie? We're switching. Gotta get my Laker beanie on for this question. But that's a Joe Evans. What do you think? Joe Rodriguez, you're cut off. You're cut off. No.
Oh.
You dissed my savior, Kobe Bryant. This is what happens. Joe Evans, what do you think about the Kobe 10?
Not overwhelmed by him or anything. He's kind of so-so, I guess.
I think I have to agree with you there. I think coming off the Kobe 9, I'm woefully unimpressed by the Kobe 10. Woefully unimpressed.
The Kobe 9 look, the lows on the 9 were great looking, and I don't know. These just kind of look funny to me.
Yeah, and Payne, what do you think?
I think the All-Star ones are not very attractive, but I don't know if you guys saw the pictures today of that orange, like the orangish color ones. I think those are kind of nice. I mean, and then I want to see more pictures of the highs. I think if you could see more pictures of those, that'd be nice. But that's just me. I haven't made my final decision yet.
That's a good answer. It's a cop-out, but it's a good answer. Alex, what about you? You briefly mentioned the Kobe 10.
I think they just took a big step back with them. Like, what they did last year was really unique and cool, and then they kind of went back to like kind of an older looking model.
Yeah, you know what? I understand that the traction on the Kobe 10, from what I've read, is supposed to be the most advanced traction system in the history of traction systems. That said, they went away from Flywire with the 10, and I think that's a big mistake. I think they could have improved upon the Flywire, and instead of going with a textile upper, went with a Flywire upper. I think this is a big mistake by Nike to go with like a regular textile upper.
Yeah, well, they did the Flyknit last year with the 9, then they did the Mega Fuse with the LeBron 12, and then they went back to just regular, like synthetic for this year's.
I feel like they actually downgraded the shoe almost. I feel like this is a downgraded shoe that we're getting with the Kobe 10.
Sort of like a
$220.
I feel like it's like a LeBron Soldier type thing. Like it's like an off-brand type thing.
Like the Kobe phenomenon.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do y'all think about that, by the way? Like second-tier shoes for athletes, like the phenomenon for Kobe, the KD trade. I think he's on the 5 right now. The Zoom Soldier. Do you like that they have more affordable options for like a second signature series for athletes? That's a more affordable option.
Yeah. What if they like gave it
I
to?
think they're good.
I like it as well. I think it's a good one. I gotta take this off. It's too hot.
No, it makes sense. I mean, it's a different Jordan brand, so why not try it with Kobe or LeBron or KD.
And it's like for the people that don't have as much money to spend, like you can still have a pair of LeBrons without,
Yeah.
having to drop that kind of money.
Yeah, I mean, especially when you look at the Zoom Soldiers have been probably a better performance shoe than the actual signature shoe.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think about that? Like, what do you think about if a second tier shoe outperforms the signature shoe? Like, what's your opinion on that? Because we saw last year that LeBron never wore the LeBron 11 on court. What shoe did he wear? The Zoom Soldier 7. That was his shoe. Joe Rodriguez, what do you think about that? Wearing your fourth hat of the night. Bravo, sir.
And this one's homemade too, by the way. Homemade this one.
He's on that T-Blake flow.
I also have a link. I can give that to buy it. I swear I have a... Oh, you want to see something? Look, I got business cards for my Bucket Hat website.
Joe, stop promoting your own stuff and answer the damn question.
Oh,
No, I'm fine with it. No. Promote yourself for a second and then answer the question.
I think it's, I mean, it shows, like, how most people don't know why he did that, so I don't think it poses, like, a big threat to them. They just see, oh, that's the LeBron, that's the one he's wearing now. Like, I don't know how many people actually knew he wasn't wearing it.
Anyone who's in the sneaker community, so like no one. Joe Evans, what do you think about that?
I don't know, is it on the designer or you put it on the athlete? You would think the athlete would have enough input to say if the shoe works for him or not, right?
Yeah.
So I don't understand why he has so many issues with the last couple models, as far as if he has the final say on if it works or not for him.
Especially because, you would think that he's playtesting all these models with his orthopedics in, so he would be able to go, I need this a little bit different so I can wear the shoe.
Mm-hmm.
That's
why I feel like Kobe's signature line is so much better than LeBron's.
Because
I feel like they put more attention. They put more attention and to detail, and it seems like he's almost more involved with the process of the shoe, like Jordan was.
Exactly. Hey, what do you think? Mr. Hayden?
Well, they've had to make those because the signature shoes are getting so expensive that like I don't know, they have to make some shoes that are affordable for people that like your average sneakerhead. Like the KD, it was supposed to be like under $100. It's what,
It's like 170.
Oh, 170? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and so they have to make those other ones to keep under that $100 budget.
What about you, Stork? What do you think about this whole thing?
I think it's. I mean, in terms of the LeBrons, I think it's his fault because I know a ton of people love playing the 11s. It was kind of on him, I guess. So I don't know. And have we ever seen a off shoe actually beat out or be favored over a regular shoe? Do you know what I'm trying to say?
On court?
Minus LeBron picking at that.
No, other than LeBron, we've never seen that.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel.
I mean, that's an understandable thing. I think it's a little bit weird when you don't have like a perform. From my experience, I cannot fathom that your signature shoe doesn't work with your signature athlete. I just cannot fathom that. But that said, would you like to receive? I understand the market the way it is right now, but would you, Joe Rodriguez? I'll ask you this first. Would you like to receive a return to form by like somebody like KD or the next superstar that steps in place and says, "I want a shoe that's under $100, a signature shoe that's under $100, and stay with that his whole career"? Do you think that's even feasible to happen?
thinking like, you know how they have the other line of Nike basketball? They have all the other shoes like the Hyper, Red Hyper, Fly. None
Yeah.
of those are like all 120, 110. So I mean, if they could do it with the KD4, I don't see why. I mean, they could do it now with the LeBrons, because isn't it like $15 or $20 to make the shoe?
I think those prices are always a little bit exaggerated in terms of how low they are, but it's not too much of a process. I don't think. Well, maybe it might be because Hyperpods is expensive. But yeah, it's interesting. Joe, do you think that would even be possible today? That we could have a signature athlete who wants to keep the shoe under $100 and is able to for the longevity?
I'm thinking even on non-mainstream brands, they can't even. It doesn't seem like it's possible. Um, I think it takes so much margin just for the R&D part, don't they? I mean, they have to start. They charge a certain amount to justify all the labor and research and time for the technology part, right?
In my experience, it depends on what you're doing. If you're trying to develop a new technology for shoe, then you're spending a lot in R&D. You're spending a lot. If you're using pre-existing materials and things like that, or construction patterns, it's not as much. But if you're trying to build a whole new like shoe with new technology in it, then you're talking some serious dough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean that's an interesting question because you kind of think about if you saw like Kobe 9 or Kobe 8 or whatever, and didn't have Kobe's name attached, would it still be 150, 140, or would it be more like 105, 100?
And that's an argument. That's a Yeezy argument, I would like to call it.
Right.
If the Yeezy didn't have the Yeezy name, it was like the Nike the Nike Y High. Would it be would it sell out?
Would it be $250? Yeah.
Yeah, and even if it was $250, would it ever sell out? That's doubtful. But I didn't invite him. This was a special guest that one of my buddies, aka Asian Joe, invited. Insane Kicks, welcome to the chat. He's in here now. Another big name. We once had Optimus P on here, so now we're getting even more credibility by Insane Kicks being on here. If he can hear us. I don't think he can.
You guys want to see the live unboxing I got from Kicks on Fire? I haven't unboxed it yet. I can do it right now. Unbox and stuff.
Have we reached that point in the show where we need to have random unboxings?
Bro,
anything else to talk about?
I was gonna say, has the quality of the show gone down that far? I thought we had a pretty good report going here, man. Bruh, just like bruh. Let me finish asking everyone though. Payne, do you think that it's possible to have like a signature athlete shoe for $100 in today's day and age?
Look at Kyrie. It's his first signature shoe, and it's already over $100.
Yeah,
so no.
That's what I was gonna say. Kyrie, Curry, Lillard, John Walls are pretty new. They're all over $100 already. I think those days are over.
Yeah.
That's kind of sad to me. It makes me a little bit sad.
But can they stay at like that similar down level? I don't think they'll even do that either.
I mean, okay, let's look at the lower signature athlete tier right now, because this is where it gets interesting. I understand that the higher signature athlete tier, that's all Nike. But the lower signature athlete tier, this is where it's interesting. Because you have Adidas on one side, where they have the Lillard that's now out. They have the John Wall that's now out. Do they have another signature athlete at like a lower tier price point?
No, I think that's it.
What about the D-Rose? How much are those?
Those are like 150, 160.
Yeah, I'd say they're a little bit higher. They're like in the medium realm. Under Armour has the Curry at a low price point. And you have Reebok doesn't have anybody anymore.
Yeah, they used to have John Wall, but then he left.
And apparently those are the worst basketball shoes of all time, the John Wall series. They do have Gerald Green. They do have Gerald Green on the Phoenix Suns, who actually wore the bait Reebok questions on court last night, by the way. Shout out to Gerald Green.
Oh my God! Ultimate fanboy.
And Nike has the Kyrie at that lower tier price point. So I'm going to go with the D. Lillard. I'm going to exclude the John Wall just for the sake of argument. Who do you think has the best, not just performance basketball shoe, but best looking, best overall low tier price point basketball shoes? Under Armour with the Curry, Adidas with the D. Lillard, or Nike with the Kyrie one? What do you think is going to be the best one out of those three? Joe, we'll start with you. You know what? For sake of argument, I'll include the brand Black Raptor in there too. That Jay Crawford wears.
You forgot Matt Bonner and New Balance.
No, Matt Bonner is actually signed with Adidas now. Sadly.
Well, you can't customize like the John Walls or the D-Lillards, can you? Yeah.
Lillard,
You
you
can do the
can.
D-Rose. You can do the D-Rose.
D. Lillard.
Lillard, you can do too now.
Yeah, I'm voting you there.
I don't know if you can do the walls.
I don't think so.
Alright, so how much is the Kyrie? Is it 120?
I think so, yeah.
And then
I think the Lillards are like 110.
and they have boost, right?
No boost.
No.
No boost. No boost in the Lillards. He didn't like boost.
Well, I think like as far as like style and design, I think the Kyrie looks the best.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
But for your money, like, I mean, 120, it's not that bad, but I think I'd go with either John Wall or the Damian Lillard.
I think that's good. I think those are two both. I think there's actually no wrong choice in the lower tier price point. I like them all, but Peyton, what do you think? What one would you choose?
I think for casual wear, the D. Lillard looks the best to me.
Mhm.
I'm not a big fan of the Kyries, honestly, and it doesn't seem like there's any good technology. And the Currys, don't they have that clutch fit?
Yeah.
Isn't that supposed to be like really good technology? And that's a base level like
It's a little bit different than clutch fit. It's like a foam material that molds your foot, like that wraps around your foot.
Yeah, but like, you take Kyrie's basic shoe and you take Curry's, and they're like the same price. But I feel like the Curry is way more technologically advanced than the Kyrie.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that. So which one would you choose, though?
I'd say all in all, either the Lillards or the Kyries. Yeah.
That's good. I'd be fine with that. Stork, what about you?
For me personally, I gotta go with Lillards because I don't like the Kyries at all. And then the Currys are probably the Currys. I want to say like they seem like they would be the best for actually playing. I don't know that for sure, but I don't really play, and they would look really goofy to wear casually. So.
Shout out to Peyton, by the way, calling me the hell out on my bait video, saying, "You play basketball? You actually can wear shoes on court?" Calling me out, bro. You've never seen me on the low block. I get that ball on the low block. I don't care who's behind me. I'm backing them down, hitting them with the Dirk Nowitzki fadeaway off one foot. Hacha! In your face. While wearing, because you asked this, and I'm going to answer your comment live on air, wearing the Adidas either Crazy Eights or Top 10 2000s, which are my favorite two basketball shoes of all time. Those are my go-to basketball shoes. Dalton is in the chat. I don't know if he can hear us, and we cannot see him, I don't think, at this moment. Oh, we can! Dalton's alive. Welcome, Dalton. I don't think he can hear us yet. Dalton. He's not speaking, so we're going to ignore him and act like he doesn't exist. What was I going to say, though? I have a question to ask everybody that I think I want to kind of end with, but, this got actually asked in the chat earlier. This is from Alex Yandel Torres Rosado. 4 names. God, those are difficult for me to pronounce. But he had a good question here. He asked earlier the biggest come up ever, but he also asked, are there any Nike SB releases that I'm looking forward to from this year? And the answer, to be truthfully honest, is no.
Have you seen the All-Star ones?
The All-Star Dunks?
Mm-hmm.
Those are regular dunks, but yes, I have seen them, and woo, those are out there.
Was that a good? Do you like them?
It's a interesting. Whoa! I should have gone. Whoa! I should have gone. Whoa! I was like, whoa! They're going some high fashion shit right there, man.
They're weird.
They are a bit weird, but I'm not looking forward to actually any Nike SB releases. However, that said, Nike SB this year is going with how do I say this? They're going the same routes that they did last year a little bit, where they're going to be releasing shoes that were previously lows as highs and shoes that were previously highs as lows. We've already received confirmation, and I don't know if anyone else has heard this today, but we received confirmation February 13th, aka Singles Awareness Day. Hashtag Forever Alone.
Singles Awareness Day?
Yeah, the day before Valentine's Day. Hashtag Singles Awareness Day. The day where we all come together and just go, I'm glad I have shoes in my life. That said, that's a pressing statement. Yes, Joe, whatever you put in the comments, that is what it is. Nike SB is going to be doing the retro reverse pack, as I like to call it. So they also Dunk Highs, February 13th, already been confirmed.
Who's pounding their trackpad? Jesus.
Yeah, it's Dalton. It's Dalton. I think it's Dalton.
Easy.
Joe Rodriguez, what do you think? Here's the question. I'm going to speak over this clack, clack, clack noise. But, Joe Rodriguez, what do you think about, and I've asked this question before, what do you think about the whole retro reverse pack by Nike SB? Do you think it'll be a success, or do you think it'll be a failure? Because I understood the Diamond Tipping guys selling out first day. The De La Soul's a little bit of a stretch. What do you think about that?
Well, it worked with the Tiffany's. That was a hit. For the releases that sold out, the really hyped up ones, I think it'll work.
Thank you for your generic answer. Dalton, give me a thumbs up if you agree with my statement.
You didn't pick a side.
Exactly. That's why I don't care what he says. Joe Evans, what do you think about this whole, as I call it, retro reverse pack?
I'm not like a diehard SB purist like you, so I don't have probably much of a problem with it. So if they make like a high of the Paris dunk, then that'd be whatever.
If they made a high of the Paris dunk, I am shanking every bitch in the line to get my pair. I don't even care. bitches be crazy. I'd be crazy if the Paris Dunks be retroed into a high.
What if they made a What the Dunk High?
No, go to hell.
Okay.
That's it. Payne, what do you think of this whole thing? Seeing as how you, Joe, and Sneakerstorm all have the Tiffany Dunk High.
What? Wait, what's the question? Can you please use it in a sentence?
Supreme.
What do you think of the retro reversal project that Nike SB has going?
Go for it. Do it. Sure. Thumbs up. I don't care. I mean, it's like, I don't know. It's giving people the chance to buy SBs that they couldn't in the past. So
It's not the same though.
you're okay. It doesn't matter.
Would you
I
rather
think
it
it's
be
the
the
same.
same? Would you rather they be
No,
releasing the same
no.
lows?
I would rather them be highs than lows or lows than highs, because then it still gives the people that had them back in the day, like, oh, hey, I got this, and you don't, but like you can still, I don't know. I think it's the best of both worlds.
Sneakerstorm, what about you? What's your opinion?
I'm not a huge SB head, but I say just go for it. Do
Can
them.
y'all hear me yet?
Some of them. Yeah, we hear you.
Finally! Jesus Christ!
Stop interrupting the guest!
Some of them might be hits, like the Tiffany's. You know, those did well. But I think a lot of them are just gonna flop, or not flop, but you know, like some people
Flippity
pick them
flop
up.
flop.
But
Your definition of hit and my definition of hit are very different, Stork.
they were a hit all along for a lot of people. People wanted them. That's what hit means. I didn't say
Very
if
hit.
G-Money liked them or not.
They were a hit for people who don't understand the Tiffany Dunk lows.
What's there to understand about them?
Okay.
Yeah, it was a sweet shoe, and then they made it a high, and it was still pretty cool.
It was terrible as a high. I will go to my grave. If I swear to God, if when I'm in the grave, if you bury me with Tiffany Dunk highs, I will come back and haunt your ass.
I probably won't go to your funeral, but I mean,
What if we start a new question? What would you do to retro? Like, how would you retro classic SBs?
I wouldn't.
You would
There's
remaster
no
them.
reason to retro classic SBs. They're classic for a reason.
Didn't Nike SB say they would never make a true retro?
They're not doing a true retro. They're doing the retro reversal pack. as
Yeah,
I like
which-
to call it.
Which is a cop out from them.
It's called Nike SBs has new management, and the new management wanted to make money.
they
And
aren't
this is a
creative.
way to make a lot of money really quickly because they'll sell out really quick. That said, I don't like the pack because of the simple fact that I would rather have the originals than the new ones, which use shoddier materials than the originals. And yes, Joe, I am PMSing about the SBs. This is a usual rant for me. If this is your first time watching this chat, congratulations. You just saw the usual G Money is pissed off about Nike SB doing something stupid.
Oh well.
Now I'm going to sit in silence and sadness while reflect upon the old Nike SB. Wait.
I wish the undefeateds were an SB.
What?
I wish the undefeateds were an SB.
No, I don't really care. They're not my favorites. They're good, but they're not my favorites.
One of my favorite non-SB dunks. Probably my favorite non-SB.
Speaking of non-SB dunks, Nike has been recently going towards Nike dunks with like crazy materials, and I have a Red October Nike dunk coming out. I don't know if anyone's seen it, but it's the Red October shoes in the Nike dunk fashion. Joe Rodriguez, what do you think about that?
About
Not Nike SB, but Nike dunks taking on popular forms. They're releasing a brand Nike dunk. They've released a Royal Nike Dunk High. They've released an Ostrich Nike Dunk High, a Crocodile Print Nike Dunk High, and they're releasing a Red October Yeezy Dunk High.
That's pretty sweet.
Thought you would say that.
That was perfect timing. Good job.
I think it's oversaturation.
Joe Rodriguez, you just became one of my new buddies. Dalton, what do you think?
That was a good answer.
The Red October ones are just so terrible. I really hate them. The other ones are okay.
I don't know what I'm saying. Joe Evans, you've probably not seen any of these, but what would you think about after I've described all of those to you?
Which ones? I saw the Red October ones.
What do you think about those?
Unnecessary.
That said, other question for Joe Evans, because you know our good friend Aaron, a.k.a. Kicks Out Away, who sadly could not make it tonight. Sadly, we miss you. That said, they did come out with a Nike Dunk High in the exact same colorway as the Royals. How quickly do you think Aaron wanted to cop those?
Pretty slow because he already has the originals.
Which he
Mm,
never
nothing.
did a video on.
I did.
The last video that Peyton made was the shoes that he sent to Aaron that were and both of them were never heard from again. Payne, what do you think about it?
I missed most of the questions, so what was it?
I hate you so much.
It was what's your favorite bot, and then where did you get it?
I don't
Exactly.
use bots. All about that hand speed.
And you know Payne, he's practicing every night with that hand speed. Sneaker Store, what about you, man? What do you
You
think?
could have
about
told me what the
song?
question was.
We just asked you the question.
That was not the question.
He wouldn't have anything decent to say anyway.
Okay.
And I don't really either. I don't really care for them. I think once they have, you make a royal, and you don't have to keep reusing it. I don't really like them because it's like, oh, you were so close to having the actual thing.
But you still
just
don't have the
don't.
actual thing.
Yeah. So you're like, I don't know. I just don't really like them.
You did have the actual thing. Red
I
October's.
did. Yeah. I was sad to let them go, but so very
Would you-
happy I did.
Would you have kept them if
If the resale wasn't like $4,000, yeah.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say,
If it was like $500 or something, I would have kept them.
but that said, you know what's important about the Red Octobers that Sneaker Store bought?
They made me a lot of money.
No. They
His
brought,
first YouTube video.
they brought us together.
That's true too.
They're the reason we got together for, once again, the 1 year anniversary almost of the greatest sneaker interview of all.
It's weird that you know that.
No, because the Red October's released, I want to say, the first week of February, and I interviewed him like the next week. The reason I remember that is because it came out the same weekend as the Diamond Tiffany's. The Tiffany Dunk
That's
Highs.
true.
And the Tiffany Dunk Highs came out like the first week of February.
Yeah, they came out like a week before Valentine's Day.
Hashtag forever alone. Oh, Tinder bitch is messaging me. sorry for the random option, but wasn't gonna
That's
happen.
where Tinder.
Hey, Tinder is a great app. Don't tell me that none of you are on Tinder.
You're on farmersonly.com, aren't you?
Oh, you. Oh, I'm on that blackpeoplemeet.com, baby.
I think we reached the point where we do live unboxing.
We're getting to that point. We're getting to that point. Hey, if he wants to do a live unboxing, he has his own channel that he can do it on. Not on my channel, son. Not on my channel.
Not on Dalton channel. Not on Dalton.
What channel?
Not on Dalton's non-existent, never used YouTube channel.
I'm getting around to it.
He says for the last 2 years.
I'm the worst procrastinator you'll ever meet.
Lies. That's me. But
I still haven't eaten some of my Christmas chocolate just because it still has the wrapping on it. I don't want to open it.
I swear to God, Joe Rodriguez, I will mute you if you try and unbox that sneaker. Speaking of unboxing sneakers, are there any sneakers in specific that you know that are coming out this year that you are actually really looking forward to? Because I don't think I've asked this yet. Like a sneaker that you know for a fact is coming out.
Yeah.
We've had the Aqua 8s like confirmed already coming out this year, and that's what I'm actually really looking forward to. But Joe Rodriguez, any sneakers that you know for a fact are coming out that you really want?
I think the Jordan Future Lows.
Give me a second while I say my answer. And mute! Dalton, what do you think?
I only said yeah because they were only just announced or even shown or at all. It was those all orange 997s, New Balance.
Oh,
Orange is my favorite color, so.
Maybe for like 70.
What was that?
He's calling you old for liking New Balance because he's a plebeian
They're
and
sick. I just got my first pair of 997s that are made in the U.S. and they're beautiful.
Yeah, they're going to be like $250. So no.
How many wrinkles do you have?
Retail
on your
was
hand now?
$260 on the ones I got. I got them for $200, so I'm happy.
Oh wow, 200. Yeah, that's
Yeah, they
so
weren't even
much
on sale. They
cheaper.
just gave them to me for that price. Shout out to social status.
$200 is still $200.
Yeah, and it's beautiful. Yeah, and these have better quality.
Lies.
Have
Agent
you
Joe
seen-
Evans,
It
what
is
about-
bison leather and pig suede. It is beautiful.
You're done. You're dead to me.
Good.
Not really, artsies. But Joe Evans, what about you, brother? Any sneakers you know for a fact you want to pick up this year?
Oh. I'll keep an eye on Fumu's inline and see what goes on there.
Woo!
But,
Boo boo.
other than that, I don't know. I really don't have a whole lot like dead set on. I mean, are the Aqua 8s really? Are they confirmed? I never saw that one.
Which one?
The Aqua
Aqua
8s.
8s.
They've been basically confirmed. They've been basically confirmed, I think, at this point.
But why?
So not
It doesn't
confirmed.
make sense. They're not confirmed.
They're
Don't
close enough.
But I might pick up like the red lows, the red 11 lows, just because I don't have the regular mid tops. But
Oh, what colorway I am excited, the Georgetown 11 Lows.
Oh, those
no,
confirmed?
That's a
it's
good one.
those too.
Yeah, they're confirmed.
Yeah, they're confirmed over in Europe.
Well, it looks like Joe Rodriguez is taking a vacation.
I'm pretty sure.
Wait, what?
You're pretty sure.
I think it's in June.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think a bunch of 11 Lows are coming out in June.
There you go.
I mean, I wear my Concord lows a lot, so might as well buy more lows.
Everyone wears the Concord lows now, I think.
not me.
Because they were too they were too little hype for him to get them. But Payne, any shoes that you really want this year that's coming out for sure? Joe, I agree with you. The Bread 11 those are gonna be sick though. Those are gonna be sick.
I like the Bordeaux 7s. Or I saw this. I forgot where I saw it. Well, someone said like the Citrus 11 lows were releasing, but they were like a GS or something. I don't know.
What size are you again?
Well,
12. That's
Oh, well,
nice.
then you're fucked. You're
I
fucked.
know.
You ain't getting
Yeah,
no
I'm hoping-
nice shoes.
I'm hoping they're not.
He'll squeeze.
That's what she said. Stork, what about you? Any sneakers you're looking forward to this year?
Yeah, I'm gonna rattle off a little list for you here.
Oh, geez.
Ooh, Stork with his list. Let's hear it.
Well, like the 11 lows I like. The anniversary ones, I think those are sweet. The laser
Those are
ones,
laser ones? Mm-hmm.
yeah. Those ZX Flux All-Star Weekend, whatever those are. The
those
color
kinda
3M ones,
Yeah.
yeah, those are sick.
I second that.
Yeah, I'm waiting for more tubulars to come out.
Yeah, they haven't come
Would
out
love-
with these in a while.
Yeah, they have those moccasin ones coming out, but I don't love those. And then I've actually been looking at these for a while. The Pharrell, the little dot packs, the
The
polka
little
dot
or the big
ones.
dot?
The big dot. I like the red ones.
I like the big dot.
So that's my little list.
That's a good list. That's a solid list.
Yeah, thought so.
If I had to pick a shoe coming out that I like, I would say none. Because I'm hipster like that. Unless it's made by Bait. In which case, it's not at the top of my list. Because you know me, I only buy Bait. Ding! Bait, if you want to send me free goods, I would be happy to take them. And yes, I was knife. I do love Mumford & Sons. You got a problem with that? Go right ahead. Mumford & Sons is amazing.
That is my least favorite
They're
band
just the hipster
in the world.
If you hate Mumford & Sons, you don't like good music. Mumford & Sons is amazing.
Mumford & Sons is literally makes my ears bleed.
Of all the hipster indie bands, they're the coolest.
No, Vampire Weekend would be.
Never listened to them.
Then you don't know indie music. So,
They're not very indie anymore.
I like
Neither
Mumford.
is Mumford & Sons.
No.
there is a kid in the background.
That one's Joe. He's the only one old enough to have a kid.
Technically, we're
Not
all
my
old
kid.
enough to have a kid, except Joe Rodriguez. I mean, let's just put that out there. We're all old enough to have had multiple baby mamas by this point.
That's
Shout
why,
out to Antonio Cromartie.
that's why I can't afford sneakers. I have to pay child support.
Joe Rodriguez wins there. Blah, blah. Wow. Wow. Since I'm looking at it right now, I'm going to skip over Joe Rodriguez because he's not old enough. We're responsible adults on this channel. And since I've been drinking beer on chat, I'd like to ask everybody in the chat, other than Joe Rodriguez, because that would be illegal. What's your favorite beer to drink?
Captain Morgan.
That's not a beer! Dalton, we're starting with you.
I've never drank.
Failed me. You hurt my heart.
Sorry. I'm only
Go
20.
ahead.
You guys ever had summer shandy?
We're not your auntie, so no.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
If I want a beer, I'm not getting it mixed with lemonade. If I want something mixed with lemonade, I'll get an iced tea mixed with lemonade, which makes an Arnold Palmer, which is the greatest drink on the planet. Shout out to Homer Simpson for his magical recipe, which I still use. Joe Evans, you're near St. Louis. You're a Busch guy. You're a Budweiser man. What's your favorite?
I'm not
beer?
that close to St. Louis. I'm close to Denver too, and Kansas
That is
City.
true.
And, I drink a lot of Coors Light, and then I'll drink a lot of any kind of IPA. I like IPAs a lot.
What's your favorite IPA brand, Joe? Because I'll say this right now. For those wondering, I've been drinking tonight both Rolling Rock, which is a decent beer, pretty cheap and good for the cost.
No, it's
But
not.
this is the beer that I was drinking tonight mainly. This is the Double Bastard Ale by Stone Brewery from San Diego. Great beer. I have it for any of you who can use a real man and has balls. That said, Joe, what's your favorite IPA brand?
There's some local ones I do here. So I can tell you, but it'll mean nothing to you.
Try me.
Nah, I'm good. Move on.
Snickerstork's
I
muted
don't want to waste time talking.
Snickerstork has muted himself. We're skipping over him. And Payton's too young to enjoy this conversation, so we're skipping over him. Insane Kicks is in the Twilight Zone, so we're going to skip over him as well.
He can throw in the comments. He's in the chat over here.
He is in the chat. He is in the chat. That is a great question. Insane Kicks in the chat. If you would like us to read out favorite beer brands, by all means, go right ahead and we will deliver those answers because there are actually a couple comments. I know, amazingly, people have commented on my video. Mind blown. But that said,
Tell your mama say hi.
my mom did not say hi this episode. I'm kind of disappointed in my mom right now. I'm kind of sad. My mom hasn't made me cookies or said hi in a long time. That just hurts.
She made me cookies.
What?
Nothing.
She was talking smack about my mom right now. So.
She's another Nebraska guy. You know, he's in Nebraska.
Sansneaks, I've seen a couple of videos. I like it. But he asked, what are our thoughts on the Concepts 8-ball times ASIC 8-ball July 5s that came out today? And he asked also the packaging and presentation. For those who haven't seen the sneaker, I think we all probably have. The 8-ball sneaker is based off of the movie Blow, which is off of George Jung. He was a high-level cocaine, first marijuana, and then became a high-level cocaine dealer in the United States. So the sneaker is based off of, if I'm correct, like cocaine and blood. And like just, doing the dirty. But they, for the sneaker, they created a actual, like, Coke house, and the packaging resembles like a brick of cocaine that you're buying. So that said, Joe Rodriguez, what do you think about the shoe? Have you seen the shoe, and do you have any thoughts about like the packaging and the presentation of it?
I'm sorry, what is the shoe? I can look it up real quick.
The Concepts times A6 8-ball.
Oh, is that the one with like the blood insoles?
Yeah.
I think it's interesting. I mean, I wouldn't get it. But it's something you don't see, like, every day. It's simple yet clean.
Okay. Dalton, what about you? No, that's a good answer, Joe. That is a good answer. It is an interesting shoe.
It's average, I think. Just like the all like off-white, the little don't like it that much. The concept's really cool and like the packaging is awesome, but the overall just the shoe itself is really average, I think. Especially for a collab from Concepts.
That's a good point. I do like the fact that I like the fact that it was Concepts. I think Concepts would have done this the best, and they did. Asian Joe, what do you think about the sneaker if you've ever seen it?
I have seen it. I just don't have any strong thoughts on it. It's okay, I guess. But I don't know.
Well, I'd like to ask you this then, because you haven't seen the sneaker. When I describe the sneaker, it's based off of cocaine. The packaging is based off of like it's supposed to look like a brick of cocaine that you're buying from like a cartel. They have a pop-up shop in New York, which is set up to be like you're going into like a crack den and you're buying like a brick from like somebody. You know, what do you think about that when I tell you that? Like, just how interesting of a presentation and like things like that as a, I hate using the word, concept of a shoe.
I like Dalton saying, like the packaging is kind of nice and kind of creative and is unique, but it just didn't seem like it translated to the shoe.
I think they should have gone with a pure white. They kind of went with a cream upper. I'm kind of disappointed by that, actually. Like, I would have loved if they just went stark white with it.
White leather.
White pebble leather would be best, so you have like a little bit of texture in there.
There you
go. Payne, do you have any thoughts on it?
I mean, they're nice, but are they like, when you think of collab, you think of like, I don't know, something spectacular, and the shoe itself doesn't scream that to me. Like this, I imagine the materials on them are super nice, but the appearance of it doesn't. It looks like kind of like a GR Asics Gillette 5. But then you get the packaging, and if you were there to go to the store, it'd be a different story. But in all,
Sneaker store community sayings in the Twilight Zone. So that's back to me. I really like the sneaker, to be honest. I think it's a great concept, and I think it's an interesting concept when you actually think about it, because of the simple fact that it's so out there. It's so ridiculously out there as a concept, and like controversial kind of as a concept. It's like a skunk dunk high. It's really controversial when you think about it.
Wasn't those or weren't those Pusha T Adidas EQ93s? Didn't they have the same concept? And if they did, I mean, they were much better executed.
Yes and no, they were the same concept. Pusha T never officially said that was the concept. What Pusha T said was they were influenced by the streets.
Okay. Similar concept.
Yeah.
But I did see him in person, and those Pusha T things are insane.
Yeah. That's all I'm about to say on that topic. Also, shout out to LCCF84, who I gave the heads up to on the Acapulco Golds and the disposable dunks, and he actually copped them for $128 with free shipping off of Premier.com. Salute to you, sir, for taking up the tip of me telling you to go check it out. Also, shout out to Necessary Kicks for checking out the chat. What's up, brother? Much love, much love, much love. Also, I would just like to say, if Ray happens to watch this, I know we're like almost 2 hours into this chat, so there's very little doubt that he will ever get this far in the chat. But that said, ditching the chat for the girlfriend, come on, man. Come on. You're going to leave the homies here all alone and not grace us with your presence for even like 30 minutes? Bro, that's cold. That's some ice cold stuff right there. I think Payne brought it up. The fact that the 8 Bulls kind of look like an inline sneaker. So that said, I have a question I wanted to ask everybody, because I think it's an interesting question when you think about it.
I was asking a question.
Sorry.
I think it's an interesting thing when you think about it. In the current sneaker climate, the only thing we really care about as a people are collabs. That said, a lot of brands are doing some great in-house work. So, in 2015, Joe Rodriguez, I'm going to ask you this first. In terms of in-house content, do you think there'll ever be a comeback for like in-house brand stuff? Like a brand will release a shoe like made in-house, designed in-house, that people are going to go, holy crap, that one I want to buy, and it sells out. Will that ever happen again, do you think?
okay, so here, I'll do an example. So, like, all the Jordan 2s that released last year, they didn't sell out. But when you put the Just Dawn and the Jordan 2 together, they sell out. I
Which
don't.
is ridiculous. We'll get into that shoe actually next. But
All right.
continue. Sorry for the interruption. Sorry for interrupting.
I think with like the more upcoming brands like Saucony and Asics, I think it could be possible to people that we have.
Do you think like any in-house Nike brands will ever be able to do that, Dalton? Or any in-house brands will be able to do that? Because I think Joe actually brought some good points. I think Saucony and Asics can make some. They've been making some real dope-ass in-house stuff, but not many other brands are doing super crazy in-house stuff. So what do you think?
Didn't Adidas literally just do that with those SL loops in the top 10 highs with like the Red October-ish thing?
Yeah, we talked about that earlier.
Yeah, they just did that. Just completely in-house. It might have Yeezy influence, but I mean, it's still not a collab, not anything. And it just, yeah, it's sold out. But I think if any brand will do it consistently, it's Asics. Because I'm looking right now at their preview of like 30 things for the spring-summer Asics preview. There's a lot of really, really, really nice stuff.
And they just came out with a real bitchin' vegan pack, actually.
Those black on black Joe Lights are really nice.
The black on black, the blue on maroon. Yeah, they got some good stuff.
I'm seeing a Cove Gel Saga on this. That's gonna sell out.
Yeah, they had some good stuff. Asian Joe, what do you think, man?
I wasn't paying attention. I'm too busy looking at.
No, don't say his name. Do not say his name. La la la
no,
la.
I'm not. I'm talking about Alex's boyfriend in his camera right now.
I know. Do not say his name because this is the biggest guest that we've ever had on the chat. This is the biggest guest that we've ever had on, and I cannot wait to do a proper introduction for the man and the myth and the legend that is about to come up very soon. So, Joe, what do you think? Can an in-house brand ever overtake like the collabs? Like, could Nike SB ever come back and do the great in-house works that they did that used to topple the collabs that they even made?
You talking about like quality or like theme or concept? I mean,
I would say in both respects.
They can. I just think they're such a big. You get to a certain point where they don't have to do those things and they can make a lot of money. So they can. I just don't think they will.
That's a good point. Payne, what about you? Oh. Stop muting yourself.
I didn't mean to do that. I don't think so. Because there's like companies out there now that are known just for their collabs, like
Saucony.
Yeah. Well, no, like not shoe companies, but like Concepts and Extra Butter and Bait. They're known for their collabs. So if you start making in-house things that are better than collabs, then eventually those companies aren't going to be around anymore because they're not going to be doing collabs that people are going to want. So I don't think so. I think it'll stay the way it is.
That's a good point. But you know what? Fuck your point, because now we come to the. Oh my God! I cannot wait to introduce this man. He, like I had said, he is a man, a myth, a legend in the sneaker community. He's only made one video, but that one video has impacted us all. It has impacted our hearts, our minds, and our souls. It has shaken us to our very core. Sneaker Tom is in the building, everybody. Oh my God. Oh my God. He is in the building and he is with my man Sneaker Stork right now. Both of you, would you like to please give your humble opinions on whether an in-house brand could ever overtake the collab game?
Yes.
I think that was their answer. I think they just went Marshawn Lynch on us, everybody. I think they just went on that Marshawn Lynch flow because that's all they needed.
Thank you for
all they.
asking.
I know. Sneaker Tom's here just so we won't get fined, everybody. Just so you know. Just so you know. But Sneaker Tom, if you can hear me, I'd just like to ask, what is your favorite part of a shoe? What is your favorite part of the shoe, in your opinion? I will wait. I really want to hear him say. I really want to hear him say what
I think he's left the building.
No, he's not going to tell us that shoe ties are his favorite part of the foot thingies. I'm very disappointed. I might cry.
Wah, wah.
I know. I'm kind of disappointed, but we did see for half a second a Sneaker Tom signing. I'm very excited about that. And I understand that I did give a guy with one of the best channels on YouTube in Zane Kicks half of the recognition I just gave Sneaker Tom, but let's be honest. In Zane Kicks, oh my God, Sneaker Tom is showing us Uggs.
Here's the on-feet kicks of the day for Sneaker Tom.
Oh, he's repping the Uggs, son. He's repping the Uggs. He's got that bucket game from like 2004.
Kind of just about to break out the Sochos.
If I had my Zoshos here, I would so break them out right now. I would so break them out. Oh, wait. I have a shoe that's better than the Zosho.
Oh,
Shout out
God.
to Tweak Footwear, my home brand. Shout out to them. Much love. Hi, Gloria. That's my boss.
Hi, Connor's boss.
She's probably never going to watch this. She's probably going to go, why do you have a 2-hour chat on your YouTube channel? And you're like, because I got swag. And then I'll be fired. But, any questions that y'all want to talk about right now? Because I'm running out of shite to talk about.
I have one.
Go right ahead.
Best new shoe to come out in the last 5 years.
That's too long of a period, bro.
Last 2 years.
Best new shoe?
Yeah, new silhouette.
I don't know. Asian, does anyone have an answer to this? Because that's a tough one, man.
Did the Flyknit Racer come out within that time?
Yeah, it did.
That. Without a doubt. ATVs.
Yeah, Insane Kicks. Yeah, he goes with Rampage Jackson's Reebok. That's a good one. I like that one.
Yo, those things were crazy. Those
I have
things
a
were
pair. I got them for free.
And with that, Dalton has been. That's what you get for saying an answer like that. Insane Kicks can't get muted because his channel's bigger than mine, and I'm not worthy for him to be here. But anybody got what? Does anyone have any real crazy silhouettes that came out last year? Because I'm trying to think of. I can't think of one off the top of my head, except like maybe the Tubulars or the ZX Flexes, which I really like.
I mean, Flyknit Racer.
Joe Rodriguez, anything?
I like the Way of Wade twos.
The what twos?
Way of Wade.
Oh,
Leaning.
fuck, that's a great answer.
I like the 2.5s better.
Then you don't know style.
I don't
I like the threes better.
I really want
Then
those
you
new
really
direct
don't know
threes.
style.
I want to see what the All-Star 3s look like.
They're going to look like the ones and the twos, which both look the same.
Oh, a weird print.
I'm pretty sure they're not going to have polka dots. And
How much you want to bet they don't have polka? They have polka dots on them.
I don't know. I think they're going to be cool because anything can be cooler than Nike's All-Star Pack.
You're cool.
Thanks.
Hashtag burn. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else anybody wants to ask? Because if not, I think I might end this thing up. It's been 2 hours since we started, so it went the typical length of a G-Money chat.
Anyone see anything really cool on what someone's wearing recently? Like,
Yeah, right here.
Anyone see any heat?
Right
What are
here.
you talking about? We just saw Uggs tonight, brother. We just saw
Oh,
Uggs.
you want to see some heat?
I swear to God, if you start unboxing, I am ending this chat, Joe Rodriguez.
I was just gonna do some product promotion.
Oh, go right ahead. Product promotion time, promo sample, get it.
Hey, this is a original bucket hat from my line. Y'all see that?
Yeah.
It's quality. I have one in hand right here. Here we go.
You had it on earlier. We saw. That was a good hat. That looks store quality, brother.
I can sign it if you want one.
Oh, I want a Joe Rodriguez signed framed copy on my wall. That's what I want. That's my graduation present. A signed copy of the Joe Rodriguez bucket hat. That'll be the day. That'll be the day. And the Bay, for that matter. Shout out to Bay. And with that shout out, I think I am about to end this chat. Sadly, Asian Joe is still. Oh no, he just unmuted his mic, so maybe he's back.
Yeah, I'm back.
He's been watching and scoffing at my ridiculousness, is what's been happening. He's been hating on me. But that said, I think I'm going to end this chat, y'all. So anyone who tuned into this chat, I apologize for the randomness. I apologize for the craziness. Not really, because that's actually what happens every time I do those chats. That said, again, thank you all for watching. This has been your boy Connor Garrity, a.k.a. the G-Money041. Like the video, comment on this, subscribe, or watch see more videos like this one. Shout out to, of course, firstly, Joe Rodriguez. Thank you for coming on. Check out the website. Joe, by all means, comment with the website name in the shirt so people can go check it out. Joe, say goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you, Satan. Dalton, thank you for coming on as well, a.k.a. I don't know what to call him because he hasn't made a YouTube channel yet because he's lame.
Don't get your hopes up.
My soon-to-be stepfather, Joe Evans, a.k.a. Asian Joe, thank you for coming on as well. I love it. I love chatting it up with you.
Thanks for having me. Fun times. It was like 2 hours of my life wasted.
You're welcome, man. Hayden, the man, what's up? Thank you for coming on as well.
No problem.
Don't be taking
See
any
you guys in
more
a few months.
I know. Don't be taking any more Bukakis to the face, bro. Good look. And then last but not least, Sneaker Stork and Sneaker Tom. Both of you, I cannot thank you enough for coming on. Much love. Much love. And I apologize for the insane kicks. I wish he could have made it. He had some technical difficulties that, sending difficulties. Welcome to Google Hangouts, everybody, where nothing goes right ever. Whoever did that sound effect, 10 out of 10, amazing. But thank you to NJ Kids for getting on here. Thank you for everybody for coming on, and much love to everybody. Cannot wait to do this chat again. Hopefully we'll have some more people on, some more craziness happen. But until that time, I'm going to hit y'all with the. Everybody ready for it? Everybody ready for it? Are you ready for it?